Good morning, everybody. Let's go over the games happened on Sunday, January 19th. The first one is the Spurs and the Miami Heat. He destroyed the Spurs 128-107. Victor Wembanyama, he's been cooling off just a little bit, and now he's the third ranked player um, across the season, but nothing to worry. Um, well, he struggled from the free throw line here, 2 for 6. On the season, he's still shooting 85%. I mean, he was never really going to be an 88% free throw shooter. That was crazy high. But, for Victor Wembanyama, the most valuable category is the blocks, obviously. And he's still averaging 4 blocks on the year. So, no worries there. Devin Vassell for threes, still at 2 blocks and 23 points. I just want to say, Victor Wembanyama, because the league, obviously the defense, they're not, they're gonna keep finding new ways how to guard Victor Wembanyama. So he's going to figure out how to read different defenses throw at him, right? He's not just gonna jack up 12 open threes if he started making them. So the defense is gonna adjust, and he has to adjust. Chris Paul played just 28 minutes, still had a good game with 9 assists and a block. Look, the Spurs, they're giving their starters big minutes, which is good for them, and they're clearly trying to win. Stephon Castle, you could still stream him for some counting numbers as long as Jeremy Sohan is out. Well, the Heat is good. They won a game with Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy's numbers just not going to be that good. And I really doubt, his effort levels, given that he wants out. 8.7 assists, 2 blocks is okay, and Ben Adebayo played just 25 minutes because of the blowout. Ben Adebayo this year also, he is just not, 68th ranked player. For a guy that's getting drafted in the 3rd or 4th round. He give you good rebounds, okay assists, 4.6 assists is actually decent, and 1.5 steals and 0.8 blocks. But one thing that really stands out is how is he only shooting 45% from the field this year? I know he started taking some threes, but his field goal has been horrible. Same thing with his free throw. Not horrible, but 72% on 4 attempts. Is not ideal. Duncan Robinson hit 5 threes, 21 points. He could be a 3-point streamer, and Tyler Hero had an efficient night. One thing to notice is Kel Ware, rookie big man. Is he a rookie? I think so. He played 34 minutes. It's probably not going to happen every game, but they played some of him and Bam Adebayo together, and he was a plus 27, maybe because they played Victor Wembanyama. But if this guy ever gets 30 minutes consistently, he's obviously a must roster. He will bring crazy amount of rebounds and blocks. Yeah, but if you want to pick him up and see how things go, we could. And with everybody back, Jovic only played 24 minutes. So if you already have him, just roster him for, a couple more games. I think there will be games he doesn't get a lot of minutes, and there will be games he plays 32, 33 minutes. So, yeah. So I would still roster him. And Terry Rozier played 30 minutes. So with everybody back, some of those guys' minutes might drop. So something to monitor. Move on to the next one. The Denver Nuggets beat the Magic 113. Yeah, they're just rolling at the moment. Jokic, ever since Jamal Murray started playing better, Jokic, just look at his field goal attempt. That's very telling. He takes 0 threes. He still had 20 points though. 10 assists, 14 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. He's more than happy to let Jamal Murray cook, who had just 19 points and 4 assists. Russell Westbrook played 25 minutes. He's the starter. And another great game, efficiency-wise. Right, did his job, played 25 minutes, 5 turnovers. He's always going to turn the ball over, but hopefully playing within the system, playing with Jokic, he can really cut down his turnover numbers. 5 in 25 minutes is a lot, but still have 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Michael Porter Jr. had 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks with 3 threes. Yeah, he's just, at this point, he's just give you threes and good efficiency. Doesn't really provide anything else. When Christian Braun had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. Not bad there. And Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, these guys are just coming off the bench. playing. When everybody's healthy, these guys are not much rosters. They could be streamers. For the Magic, Bankero, ever since Bankero is back, Magic has just not been winning. I don't think he's the problem, but they're 3-7. They lost their last three games. Bankero, not the best game, but did brought in 2 steals and a block, but 4 for 16. He's always going to have efficiency problems in fantasy, in category leagues. He's just not an efficient player. So when you roster him, when you draft him next year, just think about your team. He's not a 60% free throw shooter, but there will be weeks he only shoot 50% from the free throw line on high volume, and that's going to destroy your free throws completely. Wendell Carter Jr., we could stream him for some rebounds as long as Bobo Gadaze is out. Had 13 rebounds here. 3 steals and a block is also not bad at all. KCP played high minutes, didn't really do anything with it. And Cole Anthony would continue to roster him as long as Jalen Suggs is out. Had 5 assists and 2 steals in his 20 minutes. But not good. Magic just start losing a lot, as they're getting their players back. The next one, the Nets got beat by 50 points just the other night. Then they play Oklahoma City Thunder, lost by 26. And they have, a couple of guys out and a couple of guys back. Right, this game Cameron Johnson, D'Lo played, but where's Cam Thomas? He's still not back. Ben Simmons was out here, and Claxton plays 25 minutes. Yeah, this Nets team, they're not playing to win for anything. So if you got Cameron Johnson and you got D'Lo, if they pop out for like a week or two, same thing with Ben Simmons. Those guys are playing well. Definitely try to sell them. Same thing with Cam Thomas. They also don't have a clear, lineup. Like the Spurs who just figured it out, right? We're going to give CP3 30 minutes. We're going to give Devin Vassell 30 minutes every single game. The Nets, they keep trading up their minutes, right? And they also want to play their young players. You just don't want. But it seems like Noah Clowney has been starting and getting consistent minutes. You could also stream him, but it looks like he's just not doing much at the moment. A student block is fine, 2 threes, but efficiency, he has a very big efficiency problem. For Oklahoma City Thunder, easy work for Shea, 27 points, 10 assists, 10 for 10 from the line, 4 steals and a block. Just super consistent. Cason Wallace hit 1 3, a steal and a block. Not bad at all. Isaiah Joe hit 8 threes in his 22 minutes. Isaiah Joe could be a streamer for threes. Same thing with Cason Wallace. When these guys have a back-to-back, right? All these guys you could stream. Maybe even Alex Caruso if you want for some defensive stats. Move on to the next one. The Philadelphia Sixers lost to the Bucks. They actually need to start winning games. I know they're in the East. They're still just 2 games behind the 10th seed, which is absolutely insane. They have a 15-26 record. Yeah. And to be honest, if you look at the record, they really need to compete with the Bulls. That's it. They're right now 2 games behind the Bulls because every team that's behind them, they're not gonna catch up. Or you have the Nets, the Hornets, the Raptors, the Wizards. Sixers, they don't have anybody here. They got Tyrese Maxey, who had 37 points, 7 assists, and 6 threes. He's really the only one. Well, you got the big 3. The 2 other guys are just always out. So, if Paul George, I think he's gonna be back next game. But if he's not, right, Ricky Council could be. We could stream him. Same thing with Eric Gordon, and you have Justin Edwards come off the bench playing 30 minutes. So these guys that we could stream, and they don't even have Yabusali here. They have Adam Bona, who they never played this year. Come in and play 24 minutes. He could also be streamed when if everybody continues to be out. They basically think, okay, we're gonna play Milwaukee in Milwaukee. Let's just punt this game. Just punt it. Ken Oubre Jr. had 19 points and 2 threes. That's fine. So Bucks, yeah, they beat them by 14. No surprise. Giannis, a pretty easy work. Same thing with Damian Lillard. Just get there around their average numbers. And Chris Middleton, even though he came off the bench, still had a great one. 25 minutes at 8 assists and 13 points. He's getting a lot of assists and pretty consistently. He needs to be rostered in category leagues, even though his minutes is not there yet. I think at some point, they might do another roster adjustment. Have him start and play him 30 plus minutes. For now, it seems like they still want to give him time slowly to ramp up that minutes. Moving on to the next one, the Wizards. Yeah, these games, they are kind of pointless. They're going to Sacramento. They lost by 23. Jordan Poole had a 6 turnover. He really struggled here with 3 threes. Well, speaking of struggling, Kyle Kuzma goes 3 for 15. Yeah, if you're looking for points, definitely you could have Kyle Kuzma, but just the efficiency is crazy. 3 for 15, and this year he's not even scoring that many points. Last year he was averaging like 22, 23. This year he's averaging like 17. He's just not getting the ball. Speaking of struggling, yeah, the whole Wizard team did. Alex Sarr goes 1 for 8. He's been playing a lot better lately, but he's a rookie big man, very, very raw. So he's gonna have games like this, destroy your field goal. But Alex Sarr, at the end of the day, the thing he give you is the blocks. Going into a matchup, if you know you're gonna win blocks, you don't need him. You could drop him, and you can improve some. Like if you're looking for efficiency, you can if you're looking for assists and steals, right? He's basically give you 0 in those categories. So at the end of the day, when you're going to a matchup and it's a must-win matchup, you have to understand what categories your players are providing. They might have a super good ranking. Like honestly, like a lot of guys with decent efficiency and low turnovers, they're gonna rank super high, but they don't actually help you win the category. Like if you really need assists and the guy is a top 50 player, doesn't give you any assists, right? Like a Michael Porter Jr., then sometimes in the playoffs you gotta make some hard decisions. In the regular season, obviously you want to hold on to these guys. Well, for the bench, you have Valanciunas coming here. Valanciunas, if you give this guy 30 minutes a night, he's definitely a top 40, 50 player. But he's just even 25 minutes. So this game he shows why. 23 points, 9 for 11, 12 rebounds. He can put up numbers, but especially in the modern NBA, have him out there guarding the perimeter is a joke. For the Kings, Sabonis had a great one, 29 points, 18 rebounds, and De'Aaron Fox struggled a little bit. Well, actually a lot, scoring-wise, but that's okay. Still had 13 assists, 2 steals, and a block. And this year his free throw really improved a lot. 4 for 4 from the line. Malik Monk had a decent game with 23 points, 3 threes, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Happy with that. DeMar DeRozan with 24 points, 2 steals, and a block. Yeah, all the Kings guys play well because you play the Wizards. The next one is the Portland Trailblazers. They beat the Bulls. Yeah, 113-102. And how about Josh Giddey? A big 0. 0 point. 4 assists, a steal, and a block. You don't drop him, but yeah, he's just super inconsistent. Kobe White had 9 points. Zach LaVine really is the only one who had a great game. Well, I guess Vucevic also did. Zach LaVine continues to put up crazy good numbers. 27 points, 2 threes, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Are they going to trade him? I don't know. But for now, in my opinion, he's a sell high. I think the Bulls, it looks like now, they're still 10th seed. So they'll be relevant. They, maybe playing all, want to get into the play-in, right? So they're going to play their guys. So the concern maybe is not, you're not worried about the Bulls guys like you worry about the Jazz, who they're already punting their season away, right? You probably should know that in day one. The Bulls, they're somewhat competitive. I think they can still make, the play-ins pretty easily. Maybe not, depending on the Sixers, right? Right now, it looks like they're competing for their last spot, unless, Detroit Pistons, they start losing a lot more games. Detroit is just really good this year, so. Vucevic had 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah, that's a great game from Vuce. 3 steals and block is a lot. For the Portland Trailblazers, okay, yeah. Scoot Henderson, absolutely must roster. They had Shaedon Sharpe came off the bench, played 33 minutes. That is interesting. So you could have a situation, right? Scoot Henderson just gets more and more minutes as the season goes on. This game, obviously, Fernie Simons was out, so he started playing 38 minutes. But let's just roster him. Let's just see how things go. Let's just roster him. 25 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 threes is really good. Danny Advia came back. He started, had also a great game, 20 points, 3 steals. And Shaedon Sharp, he came off the bench. He still got 33 minutes, but yeah, there's a possibility. Who knows? Let's say this game Fernie Simons played. Shaedon Sharp might play under less than 30 because you also have Jeremy Grant back. But it looks like they are like, I don't know, keep rotating players. Like this game, Fernie Simons, you take a rest. Next game, maybe Jeremy Grant. Okay, you got an injury. We're gonna say you out, and then the next one, Danny Advia. It looks like that, but we'll see. This is the problem, with bad teams, right? They want to develop young players. So if I have Jeremy Grant, why play this guy even high minutes? Who had 18 points and 2 threes. He's gonna score. He's gonna hit some threes, but really trying to sell him. Kamara, even though he started, plays just 29 minutes. He had some foul trouble. But if you can, sell him now, that would be great because they got everybody back. The last game of the night is the two LA teams played each other. The Lakers, they are just really mediocre. The Clippers are slightly better. They got Kawhi Leonard back, but they are 5th seed and 6th seed, all respect, in the Western Conference, which is not easy to do. LeBron and AD, I know every year coming in, these guys have huge injury risk, but this is another year where both guys are super healthy. They're playing. LeBron, another great one, 11 assists, 3 steals and a block, and 2 threes, 25 points. Right, a 40-year-old playing more games than a lot of these young guys. Joel Embiid should really be, sometimes it's not his fault. He's really injured. But, you got to do some conditioning. Maybe just the genetics. You just get hurt. At some point, are you doing, you got to ask yourself, are you doing, because you're injury prone, right? But you ask yourself, am I doing everything to help myself avoid injuries? Because Steph Curry, a lot of guys, right, they used to get injured a lot. Steph Curry, his ankle, and he really worked on it. And now he doesn't get hurt as much, right? At least, ankle injury. So LeBron is putting so much money, so there's a reason why he's also super healthy. Obviously, his DNA helped. AD 5 for 14. AD also has played a lot of games, but I think he's fallen off a lot, like a lot since the earlier season. It's a long season. It's hard to go hard, right, all the time. He's now fifth ranked player after Cat. He was averaging 30. Now he's averaging 25. Still bring the defensive stats here, so that's good. Austin Reeves, also a quiet game with 14 points and 3 assists, but he's gonna be fine. They traded away D'Lo, and Rui Hachimura got 33 minutes. He's just a streamer. We look at the LA Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's minutes just up and up. This game he got 24, 19 points, 4 assists, and a steal. Yeah, if Kawhi Leonard ever gets 30 minutes, he's on a per game basis, he's gonna be top 10, right? Kawhi Leonard, what does he bring? Some of the categories are pretty valuable, especially the free throws. He's going to bring the points, the free throws, some threes, some assists. He brings a lot of steals as well. So with him, Norman Powell is still getting his, no problem. 22 points, 2 threes, right? But, some of those usages have to go to Kawhi. So it's going to impact Norman Powell just a tiny little bit. But Norman Powell is going to be a top 50, 60 player. But if you can get a top 30 player back for Norman, you absolutely do it. 2 threes, 22 points. James Harden had 4 threes, 12 assists. Amazing game from him as well. 21 points. But with Harden, you got to think about pounding turnovers, and you got to think about pounding field goal. Then, he provides so many counting numbers that you are okay. All right. That's it, guys. I will see you tomorrow.